If this message finds you today, understand it's not by chance. You've reached a pivotal point, a threshold where your journey of self-discovery can transform into one of profound purpose. You've navigated intricate paths of learning, growth, and shedding old perceptions. You've questioned what was once taken for granted. Now, the phase of seeking external answers is culminating. The universe is inviting you to claim your inherent strength. No more hesitation, no more passive observation. The time for your empowered existence is now. Perhaps you felt an undeniable stirring within, a sense that something monumental is on the horizon, just beyond words. This feeling is your inner signal. You are standing at the very doorway between who you were and the magnificent being you are destined to become. Today, you are consciously choosing to walk through it. Many on a path of profound change sometimes linger, mistaking a continuous journey of discovery for the ultimate destination. They might believe their purpose is to perpetually search for more signs, more confirmations. But here's a truth rarely spoken. True inner transformation was never meant to be a permanent state of mere seeking. It's a grand initiation, the profound opening of your inner vision. You might be wondering, how do I know for sure that my deep inner shift is complete? How can I confirm it's truly time to step into my empowered self? There are clear indicators, ways your inner wisdom confirms you're no longer merely in the process of waking up. You are truly awake. And once you recognize these within yourself, there's a powerful shift from which there's no turning back. Before we delve into them, if this message resonates deeply, if you feel that strong inner pull, acknowledge it. This moment signifies a readiness for transformation. Let your intention be known. The essence of your inner transformation was never intended to be the final destination. It was a genesis of something far more expansive. A common misconception suggests that such a shift is a goal itself, that once achieved, you've arrived. Yet, this is a significant illusion. Your transformation was a moment of profound remembrance, where you reconnected with your authentic self. It was when the subtle veils lifted, allowing you to perceive the deeper dynamics of existence, the unseen currents, the truths often veiled beneath everyday life. That initial stirring, that undeniable sense of more, was your call. What many don't realize is that this profound shift is merely the foundational step. The ultimate purpose isn't just to see the truth, but to become that truth. It's to embody the wisdom you've accumulated, to transition from endless searching to actively living in harmony with your deeper purpose. Recall your early journey. Everything felt new, the world viewed through a different lens. You questioned deeply, feeling a disconnect from old self-perceptions, from those who didn't understand, from a society that seemed to sleep. You sought knowledge, absorbing profound teachings. Your consciousness expanded, your inner self remembered. You navigated the solitary path of shedding old identities, releasing conditioning. This journey was essential, but now you stand at a crossroads. You cannot remain indefinitely in that phase of constant learning. Inner transformation is not an endless cycle of consumption. It's an initiation into your higher mission. Many get stuck here, endlessly searching for another sign, another piece of information, convinced they'll be ready someday after one more download. But the truth is, you are ready now. This transformation wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed to rebuild you into the being you were always meant to be. The real question is, have you embraced that your transformation was a preparation? Because now, it's time to cease consuming and begin creating. It's time to stop waiting and start moving. You weren't transformed merely to know the truth. You were transformed because you have a unique role to play in this unfolding reality. The universe anticipates your emergence into your power, but it cannot compel you. No external guide, no mentor can walk through this doorway for you. This is a choice only you can make. You must choose to rise. You must choose to act. And make no mistake, the world needs you, not in some distant future, not when you feel more ready, but in this present moment. Every day that passes is an opportunity to utilize your unique gifts, your insights, your light to inspire others, to shift energy, to step into your divine assignment. So, what happens when your period of intense transformation transitions? You become the living embodiment of the wisdom you've absorbed. You don't just speak of universal principles. You live them. You don't just recognize energy. You consciously direct it. You don't just see beyond illusion. You navigate this world with inner calm, unwavering in your purpose. If you're still listening, if this message resonates, then the time has come to step forward. The next phase is here. You are being called. But how do you definitively know your transformation has transitioned, that you are fully present? There are 7 undeniable signs, 7 confirmations from the universe itself that you have completed this process and are now ready to wield your inherent power. Are you ready to recognize them? You no longer feel separate from the universe. In earlier stages, you might have felt a sense of isolation, a drift between realities, the old one you questioned and the new truth you discovered. You search for external meaning, for connection. But now, a profound shift has occurred. That feeling of separation has dissolved. You cease seeking the divine outside yourself because you've realized that you and the universe are intrinsically linked. This is a clear indicator that your journey of inner shift has reached a new stage. The illusion that you are merely an isolated individual in a vast cosmos has faded. You no longer need to find connection because you are connection. You move through life with an unwavering knowing that everything is interconnected. You are not just a part of the universe. You are the universe expressing itself through your unique human form. This realization transforms everything. Previously, you might have looked for external signs or synchronicities to validate your path. Now you simply know. The universe communicates through you, not just to you. You don't feel the constant need for external guidance because you inherently trust that you are always precisely where you need to be. You feel the vibrant current of life flowing within you at all times. You see your essence reflected in nature, in the vastness of the cosmos, in the faces of others. There's no longer a sense of me versus the world. The self-driven identity that once dominated your thoughts has softened. You grasp that there is no true separation between you and the universal source, between you and others, between you and the earth. Before, you might have questioned your belonging, your path, your connection to something greater. Now, those doubts have vanished. You feel perfectly at home in the universe because you are the universe experiencing itself. And here's the most profound aspect. This knowing brings a deep peace. When you no longer feel separate, you cease resisting life's natural flow. You don't cling to specific outcomes. You don't fear change. You don't struggle against the currents of destiny. Instead, you move in harmony with them. You trust in universal timing, surrendering to the natural rhythms of existence, understanding that everything unfolds precisely as it should. This doesn't mean life becomes problem-free. Challenges and obstacles still arise. But the crucial difference is you don't fight them. You no longer perceive difficulties as arbitrary misfortunes or punishments. You understand that everything is happening for you, not to you. You no longer ask, why is this happening to me? Instead, you ask, what is this teaching me? This level of awareness is rare. Many spend their entire lives feeling disconnected, searching for something beyond themselves. But you, having undergone this shift, have stepped into the deepest truth. There was never separation. It was merely an illusion of the mind. Because of this, you no longer feel the need to force anything. You attract rather than chase. You align rather than resist. You know that everything you require is already within you. And because of this, you move through life with an inner confidence, ease, and grace. This is the first sign that your profound shift has reached its powerful conclusion. You have transcended the illusion of separation. You are no longer lost, no longer searching. You are one with all that is. And with this profound knowing, it is time to step forward. For if you are no longer separate, what does that truly mean? It means your thoughts, your energy, your actions intrinsically shape reality. It means you possess power beyond what you ever conceived. Are you ready to step into that power? Then let's explore the next sign. Prior to your deeper shift, you might have frequently questioned yourself, second-guessing decisions, seeking external approval, and hesitating to trust your inner voice. But now, something profoundly transformative has occurred. You no longer seek answers outside yourself. Your intuition, that innate inner voice, that deep sense of knowing, has become your most reliable compass. And the crucial difference is you no longer doubt it. This is one of the clearest signs that your inner transformation is rooted. Before, intuition might have felt like a faint whisper, subtle and uncertain, something you weren't sure you could rely on. But now, it resonates with the clarity of a ringing bell. It is strong, clear, undeniable. You don't need constant reassurance anymore. You don't ask for endless signs or confirmations. You simply trust a feeling within your soul. When you encounter someone and your energy immediately signals something is off, you heed that feeling. When an opportunity arises, but something deep inside urges you to step back, you obey without hesitation. When a new path beckons, even if it defies conventional logic, you follow with complete conviction. The reason for this transformation is simple. You cease relying solely on a rational mind. You've understood that logic has its limitations, that the mind can be influenced and confused. But intuition is pure. It is a voice of your higher self, the part of you that knows before the mind can even begin to comprehend. You've also stopped dismissing your inner knowing as just a feeling. You've witnessed repeatedly that when you trust yourself, things align effortlessly. And when you disregard that voice, things tend to go awry. The evidence is undeniable. This level of trust transforms everything. It dissipates fear, eliminates hesitation, and allows you to navigate life with remarkable clarity and certainty. You don't need to overanalyze, create lengthy pros and cons lists, or consult numerous external opinions. You simply know. This doesn't imply your path will always be easy or that your choices won't sometimes present challenges. But what it does mean is that you possess complete confidence in your own inner direction. You have stepped into alignment with your highest self. And because of that, you no longer waste time in indecision. You act when called. You move when your spirit prompts you. And the most beautiful outcome, life begins to flow with profound ease. Because when you trust your intuition, you are no longer resisting your destiny. You are no longer trying to force things that aren't meant for you. You are no longer pursuing paths that lead nowhere. Your intuition connects you directly to the pulse of the universe. It is how the universal source communicates with you. It is how your inner self navigates this earthly existence. And when you fully trust it, when you stop questioning it, when you stop ignoring it, you step into a level of mastery. This is the second sign that your inner transformation has reached its completion. You have stopped seeking answers externally. You have become the answer. You trust yourself fully, without hesitation, without doubt. And because of that, you are ready to step into your inherent power. Now, are you ready for the next sign? For it will reveal just how deeply you have transformed. Let's continue. There was a time when material possessions held a certain sway over you. A time when you equated success with wealth, status, possessions, or external achievements. Society conditioned you to pursue these, to believe they were the keys to happiness, security, and fulfillment. But now, you perceive the deeper truth. This is one of the clearest indications that your inner transformation has taken root. Material desires no longer dictate your choices. It's not that you entirely reject the material world, or no longer appreciate comfort, abundance, or the beauty of physical forms. The critical difference is, they no longer possess you. You have detached from the illusion that money, possessions, or social validation define your intrinsic worth. You no longer measure your life by what you have, but by what you are. Your focus has shifted from accumulation to purpose, from relentlessly chasing superficial success to living in deep alignment, from seeking external validation to radiating your inner truth. Before your shift, material desires might have dictated your decisions. You might have pursued careers, relationships, or opportunities based on external rewards like money, luxury, or recognition. But now, you understand that none of these bring lasting fulfillment. The fleeting joy they offer is temporary, never truly enough to satisfy the soul. Now, you make decisions based on alignment, not external gain. You no longer ask, what will bring me the most wealth? Instead, you ask, what will foster my greatest growth? What will enable me to serve? What will align me with my higher purpose? This detachment from external things brings a profound sense of liberation. You are no longer controlled by fear. Fear of loss, fear of not having enough, fear of falling behind. You trust that the universal source will consistently provide. You no longer cling to things because you know that what is truly meant for you will always flow into your life at the perfect time. You also begin to perceive abundance in a new, expanded way. You no longer equate wealth with hoarding. You see true abundance as capacity to give, to share, to utilize your resources in service of something greater. Material things, status, these become instruments, not ultimate goals. They no longer hold power over you. Instead, you consciously and wisely utilize them with purpose. This is a powerful transformation. The world often operates on materialism, ego-driven pursuits, and endless craving. But you, having made this shift, have broken free. You see beyond illusion. You have stepped into a higher state of being. And because of this, you are now prepared to direct your energy in ways that truly matter. You are ready to focus on your sacred mission instead of meaningless distractions. You are ready to walk your unique path without being weighed down by desires that do not nourish your soul. This is the third sign that your inner transformation has reached its powerful conclusion. You are no longer controlled by external material desires. You move with clear purpose. You act with innate wisdom. You live in abundance without attachment. And because of this, your energy is now liberated to ascend, to expand, to create genuine impact. Now, are you ready for the next sign? For this one will illuminate just how much you have evolved. There was a time when solitude felt unsettling, when silence felt empty, when being alone brought restlessness, doubt, or even sadness. You might have sought constant distractions, people, noise, external stimulation, anything to fill the void and avoid introspection. But now, everything is transformed. This is one of the most powerful signs that your inner transformation is deeply integrated. You have welcomed solitude, and within that stillness, you'll discover profound peace. You no longer fear being alone because you've uncovered a truth many never will. Your own presence is more than enough. You no longer require constant external validation, constant company, or constant engagement with the outside world. You've learned that solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is power. It is where your inner self truly breathes. It is where you connect most intimately with the universal source. There was a time when the thought of isolation might have made you uneasy, but now you yearn for those moments of stillness. You protect them. You guard your peace with unwavering intention because you understand its immense value. You know that in solitude, you hear the voice of your higher self with utmost clarity. In silence, you receive inner guidance. In stillness, you replenish. You align. You elevate your being. This shift also redefines how you interact with others. Previously, you might have tolerated draining relationships, forced yourself into social situations that no longer served you, or felt obligated to maintain connections out of guilt or habit. But now you have released all of that. You no longer entertain energies that disrupt your inner peace. You do not force connections. You do not engage in meaningless conversations or superficial interactions merely to avoid being alone. Instead, you choose your interactions with great care. You value depth over sheer quantity. You would rather stand alone in your truth than be surrounded by people who do not resonate with your spirit. And because of this, you have stopped seeking companionship from a place of inner emptiness. You are already whole. You are already fulfilled. Any connection you welcome into your life now must genuinely add to your energy, not deplete it. This doesn't imply complete isolation or rejection of human connection. In fact, it's the opposite. You now appreciate genuine connection on a far deeper level, but you are no longer dependent on it. You do not need constant social interaction to feel complete. You have found your own company to be profoundly sufficient, and this brings an unshakable sense of peace. You no longer feel restless. You no longer need external distractions to fill your time. You are content in your own space, with your own thoughts, in your own energy. You truly enjoy your own presence. And that chosen one is a rare and powerful state of being. When you reach this level, you move differently. You radiate a quiet confidence, an energy that others can sense but may not fully comprehend. People notice your calm demeanor. They sense your inner peace. They perceive that you are not desperate for attention, for approval, or for belonging, because you already profoundly belong to yourself. And here's a profound truth. Most people cannot comfortably sit in solitude. They cannot truly be alone with themselves because they have not yet reconciled with their own inner landscape. They require distractions, external noise. But you have transcended that need. You have discovered a sacred sanctuary within yourself. This is a fourth sign that your inner transformation is complete. You have embraced solitude, and in doing so, you found profound peace. You are no longer running from yourself. You are no longer seeking fulfillment outside of yourself. You have discovered the infinite universe within. And because of this, you are now prepared for what comes next. Are you ready to step even further into your power? Then let's continue. The next sign will reveal the true impact of your transformed state. You may have observed that people are drawn to you in ways that feel almost magnetic. Strangers open up to you, seeking guidance without understanding why. Friends and family come to you for wisdom, for comfort, for clarity. Even those who once doubted you now find themselves compelled toward your presence. This is not random. This is one of the strongest signs that your inner transformation is complete. You become a beacon of light, and people naturally gravitate toward you. You do not chase. You do not seek attention. You do not force connections. Yet somehow, you are consistently placed in the path of those who require your unique energy the most. It is as if the universe itself is guiding them to you, aligning your presence with those who are searching for something deeper, something more authentic. This is a natural outcome of personal evolution. When you fully embrace your inner self, your energetic frequency shifts. Your energy vibrates at a higher resonance, and that energy radiates effortlessly. You don't have to speak much. You don't have to prove anything. Your presence alone speaks volumes. People sense it. They feel the peace within you. They recognize something profoundly different about you, something they cannot always articulate. You exude a certain calm, a quiet confidence, an aura of wisdom that makes them feel safe. Without even trying, you become a guide, a source of inspiration, a gentle reminder of something they may not yet fully comprehend within themselves. This doesn't mean that everyone who comes to you is meant to remain indefinitely. Many will approach seeking your light, but not all will be ready to embrace their own. Some will look to you solely for comfort, but will not be willing to undertake their own growth. Some will admire you yet resist the transformations that your presence might ignite within them. This is where discernment becomes essential. While you are indeed meant to shine, you are not meant to dim your own light for those who are not yet prepared. Your energy is sacred, and now that you have shifted, you must protect it fiercely. You are no longer just an individual navigating this world. You are an energetic shift in human form. And because of that, the universe is actively utilizing you. It is positioning you in specific places, aligning you with particular individuals, orchestrating situations where your presence alone can be the catalyst that unlocks someone else's inner shift. This is not a burden. This is not something you must force. It simply is. Your light operates naturally, effortlessly. And when people enter your life, you'll begin to notice a consistent pattern. Many of them are seeking something more, something beyond the superficial. They may not even consciously know what it is, but they find themselves drawn to you because they instinctively sense that you know. You will also begin to attract other individuals who have experienced similar profound shifts, those who are walking their own aligned paths, those who truly understand your journey, those who do not drain your energy but expand it. As you continue to ascend, you will observe that your inner circle may become smaller, but the connections within become infinitely deeper. This is a profound shift. You're no longer lost, searching, or disconnected. You're no longer wandering without clear purpose. You have become the guide you once needed. And now, your light is actively guiding others. This is the fifth sign that your inner transformation is complete. People are drawn to your energy, to your wisdom, to your peaceful presence. You are no longer just receiving light. You have become the source. And because of this, your deeper purpose is calling louder than ever. Are you ready to step into it fully? Then let's move on. The next sign will reveal just how profoundly you have shifted. Before your profound shift, you lived in a world where illusions often dictated reality. You accepted things as they were presented. You believed what society told you, what authority figures taught you, what the world projected as truth. But now, that veil has been decisively lifted. One of the most undeniable signs that your inner transformation is complete is this. You possess the ability to see through deception and illusions. You are no longer easily manipulated. You no longer accept things at face value. You question everything not out of fear, but out of profound wisdom. Your intuition is razor sharp, and when something feels inauthentic or false, you know it instantly. This heightened awareness applies to every facet of life. You can intuitively sense dishonesty in people. You can feel when someone is presenting a facade, pretending to be something they are not. People cannot manipulate you because you perceive their true intentions before they even articulate them. But this gift extends far beyond individuals. It applies to the entire world around you. You see through pervasive societal conditioning. You understand that much of what the world labels reality is meticulously constructed to keep people unaware, to keep them distracted, to keep them disconnected from their inherent power. You no longer blindly believe everything presented as truth. You recognize when narratives are designed to instigate fear, when systems are deliberately structured to keep people confined, when illusions are strategically placed before the masses to control them. This realization can be both liberating and, at first, somewhat heavy. Initially, it may have felt overwhelming, even isolating. You perceive things others could not, and there might have been a time when you wish you could unsee them. But now, you have embraced acceptance. You understand that truth is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to set you free. You have become a master of discernment. You no longer waste precious energy debating with those who remain closed to these truths. You do not force people to see what they are not yet ready to perceive. Instead, you observe. You navigate the world with wisdom, moving strategically, aligning yourself only with those who operate in genuine truth. This heightened ability also transforms the way you live your own life. You are no longer swayed by fleeting trends, by superficial pursuits, by empty distractions. You do not chase after things that hold no real value. You do not expend your energy on what is meaningless. You have stepped into profound clarity. And because of that, you make choices based on truth, not illusion. And the most powerful aspect, this expanded awareness has rendered you impervious to fear. The world attempts to control people through fear. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But you no longer operate from a place of fear. You see through it. You recognize that fear is merely a tool, a weapon used to keep people from stepping into their true power. But you, having made this shift, are already in your power. You are no longer controlled. You are no longer swayed by deception. You see, and because of that, you are untouchable. This is the sixth sign that your inner transformation is complete. You have transcended illusion. You have risen above deception. You no longer live in falsehood. You are aligned only with truth. And because of that, your path is crystal clear. Now, there's only one more sign left, the final confirmation that you have fully shifted. Are you ready? There was a time when you questioned your purpose, when you wondered why you were here, what your role was in this world, what you were meant to do with the knowledge and awareness you had gained. But that time has passed. Now, something profound within you is pulling you forward, an undeniable force, an inner knowing that you must step into your unique mission. This is the strongest and final sign that your inner transformation is complete. You no longer just think about your purpose. You feel an urgent, almost divine calling to live it. This call is not subtle. It is not something you can ignore. It manifests in every aspect of your life, in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your very being. You may awaken with a persistent feeling that you are meant to accomplish something greater. You may feel restless when you are not actively working towards something deeply meaningful. You may experience an internal pressure, not from external expectations, but from within your own soul. You know you were not shifted merely to observe. You were shifted to act. You have been prepared, guided, and transformed not solely for yourself, but because the world genuinely needs you. The distractions that once captured your attention no longer hold significance. You do not waste time in trivial conversations, empty entertainment, or purposeless activities. Everything within you is focused on becoming the person you were truly meant to be. This calling may manifest in various forms. It could be a powerful desire to teach, to heal, to guide others. It might be a pull toward creative endeavor, a leadership role, or a movement that profoundly aligns with your truth. It could be an urgent need to break free from the life you once knew and step fully into the unknown, trusting that the universe will unequivocally guide you. Whatever form it takes, the message is clear. You cannot revert to your old ways. You cannot pretend you don't know what you know. You cannot silence the voice within you any longer. And the most powerful part, you are ready. There was a time when this level of responsibility might have felt daunting, a time when you hesitated, when you doubted your true capacity to step into your power. But now, that fear has dissipated. You may not possess every answer. You may not know every step ahead, but you know that you are meant to move forward. The universe has positioned you precisely where you need to be. It has provided you with the experiences, the lessons, the profound wisdom to fulfill your mission. And now, it is entirely up to you to answer the call. This is a final sign that your inner transformation is complete. The waiting is over. The preparation is done. Your mission begins now. Are you ready to step fully into it? If this message deeply resonates with your soul, declare to the universe, you are ready. You are capable. You are stepping into your aligned path. And now, it is time to wield your inherent powers.